What's up, Ma?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
Hello again and welcome back to another one. And if you were wondering what that was about, today we got a story about some wild allegations aimed at Diddy's mom, and we'll expand on this in a bit. Today we also have another huge poll that saw Eminem make it to the finals, and it was another final L for M. And this time around, he was nominated for Person of the Year. However, his journey to the final was quite mind-blowing, based on some of the key figures he was against along the way, and we'll get to more on this in a moment. Today we also have an update on Jay-Z's weird case, as we got Charlamagne share his thoughts on the last L Jay-Z's team took in court. And let's just say that no one is surprised by Charlamagne's comments about Jay's case. And today we also have more that continues the damage control over Drake's alleged leaked DMs that included an analogy about LeBron James cheating on his wife. And apart from academics who did some damage control for Drake after the leaks, we also saw Rory and Mal do the same, although in their case, they got called out in real time on their podcast for doing some damage control. And yes, more and more people are now leaning to the conclusion that the DMs may be real, including the Rory and Mal podcast hosts. More on this in a moment, and today we also have more that shows Azealia Banks continue to crash out over Kendrick Lamar, as she's been against Kendrick from the start, and this hate for Kendrick hit a new high a few hours ago. So today we'll be starting with M reaching the finals for yet another poll, this time conducted by popular page POTY, and Eminem lost in the finals to Reynolds. However, his journey to the finals is just as interesting as Rap TV's poll for Album of the Year 2024, as if you recall, M beat Kendrick Lamar's GNX in that one before losing in the final, and in Puberty's poll, M beat the likes of Margot Robbie, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Cristiano Ronaldo,
Say what now?
and lost in the final to Reynolds. And in the year 2024, Eminem beating out Cristiano Ronaldo is one that many found to be a shocker, and personally I have to agree. I wasn't expecting to see that one. Same way I was surprised when M beat Kendrick's GNX. And moving on, Azealia Banks has been hating on Kendrick for a long time now, and she's backed Drake to the point that it is looking insane right now. She reacted to this post a few hours ago. It really took a dashing brilliant mind such as Azealia Banks for me to understand why Drake may not have won the battle but won the war, and she unloaded in response to this post. Drake already won the war by virtue of Kendrick Lamar, despite whatever pittance of a sum he was paid to come after Drake. Will never be popular enough, tall enough, handsome enough, or fun enough to warrant even a tenth of the $400 to $600 million deal Drake has with UNG. And that's really why everyone is super freaking mad at Drake. That's what makes this all so backwards and weird. It is all a bunch of performative black on black BS being done in hopes of getting a pat on the head from Lucien. It is all very freaking gay and pointless if you ask me. Drake has his finger on the pulse of the world. There are dudes in Albania, Poland and Russia wearing USSN Polo Association, duty-free cologne, Burberry plaid, Gucci belts and Ferrari sunglasses, telling women they are from Italy, aspiring to be Drake and or 50 Cent. Kendrick doesn't have that kind of global appeal. Like damn, we know you don't like Kendrick, but sheesh. Because she kept going, but it would take up the entire video. And yes, Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us just became the fastest hip-hop song to cross 1 billion streams on Spotify. And moving on, we got a recent report hit the web about Diddy's mom from a new documentary. Check it out. Diddy's mother allegedly hosted sex parties at his childhood home. The accusation was made by Tim Patterson, Diddy's childhood friend, in the new Peacock documentary Diddy: The Making of a Bad Boy. And of course, users were quick to pull up clips of Diddy and his mom, and a user added, So Diddy got it from his mama. Allegedly, Diddy's mom, Janice, used to throw freak-offs at the house when Diddy was a child. Diddy's longtime friend spilled the tea and mentioned it wasn't unusual to walk in the house and see sexual acts happening in their house. And moving on, we got Charlamagne out here sharing his thoughts on Jay-Z's last L in court. Check out a snippet from The Breakfast Club.
Judge rules that Jay-Z, his accuser, the judge said that she can keep her identity a secret, which I think is completely bogus. If you causing all this havoc and you just out accusing me of things, you should be able to show your face. The judge also called out Jay-Z's attorney, saying that he was combative and trying to fast track the case.
Which made no sense to me, because isn't that what an attorney's supposed to do?
Yeah.
That's what exactly attorney's doing his job.
Especially if I didn't do it, and this is what I'm saying. I didn't do it, so yeah. But the judge also made it clear.
If you accuse somebody, you should be able to show yourself, right? Because the havoc that she's doing to Jay-Z and everything that he's losing and the stress that he's putting it through, and
especially if it's a crime this heinous.
Yeah, we should see the person who's doing it.
I don't even think you should be allowed to file anonymously.
Well, the judge did say that as the case moves forward, that they will revisit this or whatever. And the judge also ruled that Jay-Z is able to file an amendment to dismiss. Get the amendment dismissed. That's what they said.
I wonder if Jay-Z's celebrity is going to hinder him in this situation, meaning that this is a frivolous case. You could tell that probably should already be dismissed, but because he's a celebrity, the judge doesn't want to look like they're showing favoritism towards him, so they won't dismiss it as fast as they would.
And not only that, it's a lot of celebrities are going through it right now, so you can't just dismiss this one without looking for the facts of the other one. So you have to, quote unquote, allow the woman to plead her case.
What I got to do with everybody else? My case ain't got nothing to do with everybody else's case.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But what the lady did in the interview already proved that there's mad holes in this case. So why are we even entertaining it at all?
That's what I'm saying. The judge probably would have already dismissed it, but they probably don't look like they buckle into the pressure of Alex Spiro.
Crazy.
And while Charlamagne believes Jay-Z's celebrity status is working against him, users on social media think otherwise. The court has a process. LOL, he gotta go through the process like anyone else. Jay-Z and his lawyers is no one special, laughing emoji. And more on this note, of course, they defend their master. Tell Charlamagne or whatever the F that wicked name is to stop using big words. And Jay-Z's accuser, being anonymous, isn't the first of its kind, and it wouldn't be the last. Yet we got The Breakfast Club acting like this is the first time an accuser is granted anonymity. It's like they don't respect the intelligence of their viewers, one could argue. And boy, Tory Lanez fans also came for Charlamagne. Funny how y'all find mad holes in this case, but the Tory case was justified. Yeah, okay. Charlamagne, what's the update with Jessica? Envy, what's the update with you and the real estate Rico? And this is because Charlamagne was also hit with a weird case a while back. And moving on, Drake's damage control after fighting Irish freestyle, where Drake rapped, "God forbid we ever get to tarnish your public image," continues due to the DMs that leaked that allegedly showed Drake using an analogy of LeBron James cheating on his wife out of the blue. Well, we already reported how academics did some damage control for Drake, only for the leaker to post a video. And now we got to hear from the Rory and Mal podcast, and spoiler alert, they got called out for doing damage control. Check out a snippet.
These DMs leaked because this guy was asking Drake, who he has somewhat of a relationship with, to support his music. They went back and forth where he was like, bro, I don't think you should be doing, there's other routes to go with this. Like, this is almost some snitching type shit. I can't really be involved with this. And then Chris, naturally, with the response was like, but bro, you snitching on UMG. Like, I thought we was all snitching.
It's the same shit.
So Drake gave a whole response of the difference with his situation. It wasn't street shit at all. We've broken down the UMG thing already. He did mention a very interesting fact, which is coming off the legs of the Fighting Irish freestyle. He said, it would be like if Nike was funding a campaign about LeBron cheating on his wife, not Adidas or Reebok, Nike, the company he's been since he started, in comparison to Universal funding the pedophile record.
Right.
This guy, and I don't again want to put stuff on people's name anymore. 2024, I put too much on game.
So wait,
name.
he screenshot.
This guy seems a little unstable. If I'm Drake, I'm not sending this much information or a DM like this to somebody like this.
I mean, this could.
You're too erratic. I'll get screenshotted.
Yeah, but this could not be real too. I mean,
well, Drake apparently. Well, that's where all of this scandal is coming from, because Drake had academics Academics say that it wasn't real. Academics came out and was like, yo, the boy told me that those screenshots are fake.
Okay.
So when that happened, the guy Chris added Academics, and in a video, it's like a screen recording, and was like, don't let Karen lie to you like that, broski. Now I'm thinking of what else homie done lied about. So the guy was like, basically after Drake told Academics these are not real, those aren't real, he came out with a screen recorded video like, these are real, like he's lying, these are real screenshots.
But I don't even, let's say that conversation actually happened. I don't think Drake said anything insane where I would be like, yo, these are fake. He seemed pretty fucking logical in his conversation with this guy.
Yeah, so maybe
it's bad timing, and I think that's why they were leaked coming off the Drake freestyle dissing LeBron, and then adds in that weird little tidbit. But that's why I wouldn't be DMing people like this, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think these are real. I don't think these are fake. I think Drake actually DM'd that guy and said that.
But let's say
just pick a different comparison, Drake, because everyone's adding things up.
What do you mean adding things up?
The internet, which is not something Drake can really control. It's just been bad situation after bad situation with the perception of him. I didn't feel like Drake said anything about LeBron that I guess inferred that he had been cheating on his wife. I think that whole perception thing was more of a Cole thing than it was fully a LeBron thing. They were saying on the internet Drake was going to expose LeBron for cheating on his wife, which I thought was nuts. Then these came out and everyone hit my mentions and were like, told you.
So people are trying to tie the comparison he's making, like it would be like if Nike was supporting.
This was more credence to the
LeBron's
theory that
infidelities.
Drake was eventually going to tell the world that LeBron cheats on his wife, which
I mean, people are just. Listen,
I don't know, man.
All right, I hear y'all, but I'm not rolling with. We're not doing that in 2025. That's one thing we not doing is saying, oh, people are just making up crazy things. I don't think that the internet do a lot of weird, corny, drawing, non-comparison shit. But that one line, God forbid we ever tarnish your public image, mixed with that of you saying you didn't just come up with that random scenario out of all the scenarios you could have came up with, that's the scenario you came up with, with LeBron cheating on his wife.
And this sparked reactions like, for people still defending Drake is because they are being paid to. Drake has that spoiled brat mentality. When he gets in trouble, he snitches on everyone else. He's played out. His music is solely for insecure teenage boys that only love their beds and mommy. We don't trust you. Although in Drake's corner, some believe, I think he's speaking to the absurdity of the situation. It is an analogy. I think he thinks that UMG funding a campaign saying Drake is a PDF is just as absurd as Nike funding LeBron is cheating on his wife campaign. But now that most people believe the DMs are real, do you think Drake was trying to expose LeBron, especially after the lyrics on Fighting Irish Freestyle about tarnishing LeBron's public image? Share your thoughts on these topics below. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.